All right, welcome everybody to week 7 of the 2026 season. Jeff Russell here with Noah Virkler on the camera. Thank you, Noah. And we should have a good one right here. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. So as you can see, the Heat coming in at 3-3. And your Timberwolves all the way down at the bottom in black. One win this season, which is still mind-boggling to me. Folks online, thank you for joining me, and we can see what you type and text. Feel free to type anything you wish. Please let us know if there's any audio or video issues. As many times we make mistakes back here. All right, we're underway. Timberwolves and the Heat. Now for the Timberwolves, you really want to utilize the big three, and already they started. But this is going to be a huge game for Yellow 51. Jake Harting in contention with Dawson Fisher for the regular season MVP, and Alex Weaver says, I should be the regular season MVP. And he starts with a three. Damien throws one up, no good. Zeiset underneath. Long outlet. And Lincoln Harting, an unusual miss right there. Here's Jaxon. The big three are out there. That's turned over. Nice play by Zook. Here's Jake. Trying to be the second Harting to win the regular season MVP. His brother Kai, 2021. Here's Zook for three. That's off. And I'm going to go the other way. Turned over. Nice play by Zook. Got it to Jake for three. No good. Yeah, Zimmerman comes down with it. The Heat have not lost a game by more than 3 points this year, but they do have 3 losses. Zimmerman misses. This ought to be a good battle underneath today. Jaxon to Damien. Gotta be careful. Timberwolves don't want any sloppy passes, and they need production out of their supporting cast. They have a few small guys on this team with lots of talent, but in this league, the height can hurt you. But if you can produce for your team, it's a big bonus. Here's Chapin into the line, into the lane, and that's going to count. And one. Jack Chapin, and Coach Good on his feet, loves to see that. Chapin with a chance to tie this game. In and out, no good, but the putback by Hackenburg gives the Timberwolves the lead. Lincoln. Over to Zook. And we're going to go the other way. 3:44 left to go early. First quarter action here on February 28th, 2026. Chapin lost the handle. Good job, Landon Zimmerman, but still ends up in the Timberwolves' hands. Landon stuck in the land of the Giants. He needs to get out of there. He's in big trouble. He's fortunate that it's just a jump, and that will go to the Heat. Jake and Lincoln Harting last week routed the Bulls 52-20, and the Bulls had a full lineup. Jake turnaround, hits it. Heat go back up by 1. Timberwolves have gotten out to quick early starts throughout the season. Their problem comes in the second half. Sloppy pass, we talked about that. And a quick timeout to slow things down. We'll be back right after this.
You look at Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter in the world, and people look at him and he goes and he shoots the ball from like almost half court, and he knows, and then all of a sudden the crowd goes wild and it goes through. It's like, it looks like impossible. But where did that impossible come from? When you see people who are amazing in public, they're being rewarded in public for what they've practiced massively in private. He practices 500 shots a day, every day, 7 days a week, bar none. That's
Right,
3,500 shots a week. It's 168,000 shots a month. 2.52 million shots just in his professional career so that he can make 3,300 three-point shots and be the greatest in history. That's less than 0.1% of the time compared to his practice.
All right, we're back. Heat up 1. This is the final week of the regular season. And this will be several players' final games here at CFC in their upward career. Here's Lincoln. Best. Brayden Zimmerman into the game. Harting to Harting. Musser in his face. Missed everything. Heat having trouble getting inside. Timberwolves have got to find ways to put points on the board. Musser. Yeah, Jaxon Hackenburg gives his team the lead. I think that was a 3. Go back and check that. Underneath Zimmerman. And we're knotted up at 7. And got to go the other way. Good amount of scoring here in the first quarter. Everyone online, let us know who you're here cheering for. Here's Jake. Turned over. Landon going to take on Lincoln, going to draw the foul. See if we can go back and get a look at that. Hackenburg, was that a 3 or a 2? Nah, we missed it. Wow. Hackenburg banks it in. Good job, Landon. Gives his team the lead. Landon, this is the second. Jake the rebound. Jake left side. Spins, fall away, buries it. Javon Fisher into the game. Hudson Stoltzfus into the game. And Zander Weaver also. Coach Good needs a good second half going into championship Saturday. And Hackenburg for another 3. And Jaxon is feeling it today. There's Brayden Zimmerman. Weaver. Zander's going to pull the trigger. Almost hit that. Jake the rebound. Kicks it out to Javon. Fisher for 3. Javon Fisher! And Coach Tyson loves to see production from his supporting cast. And another turnover. Timberwolves down 1 coming to the close of the first quarter. And Reed ready to come in. So Harlan Taylor going to come into the game. Harlan here with Mia from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania. Coming up on 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Jake feeds it inside underneath. Out to Zook. Jake's going to pull the trigger. That's no good. Follows his shot like he always does. But Timberwolves have it. Stoltzfus. Great job, Hudson Stoltzfus. The pass by Musser was just ahead of him, but it ended up going off one of the Heat player. With 14 seconds left, nice break for the Timberwolves. Micah Reed did come into the game. Quick bounce pass to Jaxon. Jaxon missed the layup and going to go the other way. I know Jaxon would love to have that back. And making all those bombs. Expect to hit the little ones. Doesn't always happen. We saw David Noel in overtime miss a wide open layup last week. Just, you never know. Here's Jake for three. That's the side of the backboard at the buzzer. So after 1 quarter of play, the Heat barely ahead by one.
Can you please explain to everyone out here what Jesus stood for, and especially the qualities of love, how to love your neighbor even if they don't agree with you?
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah.
So John 8, if I'm drawing from memory correctly, best embodies both Christ's mercy and love, but also his commitment to truth. And sometimes in the modern gospel, we overemphasize the grace and we underemphasize the truth.
Yeah.
And so we are far too willing to say, hey, Jesus loves everybody, but we don't get to the second part of the conversation that says Jesus doesn't want you to live in sin. So this is, in John 8, it's best embodied, right? Almost every Christian in this audience will be able to tell you the first part of this, which is a bunch of Sadducees and Pharisees who are standing around with rocks, and they're about to stone the prostitute woman. And Jesus comes up and says, let the first among you without sin cast the first stone. And everyone starts dropping the rocks. But what comes next shows that Christ is not just grace-focused.
All right, we're back. Second quarter action. Jaxon looking for more. Chapin underneath. Chapin. And the big three give their team the lead. Weaver over to Jake. Stuck by Damien. You don't want that matchup. That's going to leave Fisher wide open. Hit one earlier from there. Heat are fortunate. Here's Jake. Quick turnaround. In and out. Here's Jaxon. Over to Damien. And miscommunication with Reed. And those are the types of things that Coach Good wants cleaned up, especially going into next week. There's not going to be any room for mistakes on Championship Saturday. Jake right in and off the glass. And the Timberwolves cannot have that happen. Stolen. Weaver. Zeiset on the bench. Jake for three. Buries it. Jake Harting for three. Helping his regular season MVP status. That was Titus Virkler for three. Almost hit it. Here's Chapin underneath. And look at Zander Weaver. Stolen by Chapin, and that is not going to count. That's going to be a travel, the first one of the day for Fidel. And we're going to have a timeout. We'll be back.
The Muslim knee will bow.
All right, we're back. Timberwolves down 4. A lot of scoring in this one. 30 points scored already and early in the second quarter. Damien in trouble. And they're going to call Lincoln. So For Jake and Lincoln, both Hartings, this will be their last game at CFC in their upward career. Unless they extend it to 10th grade next year, which I will be making that request. Damien missed. Lincoln came down hard. And it's going to be called on a travel for sliding. Damien to inbound. Got it to Zeiset. Chapin on the bench. Damien for three. Almost. Jake comes down with it. Jake with Jaxon back there. Moves to his favorite left side off the glass. No charge. Good shot. And the Heat up 6. No good. Heat come down with it. Jake, fast break. Damien and Jaxon back there. Dribbles between his legs, puts on the break and missed a little one. The regular season MVP race is that close between him and Dawson Fisher. Every shot and play is going to count. We'll have to go back and review the tapes after today. It is extremely close. Both players haven't missed a game. Now, had they miss a game, that would open up the door for a lot of players. Some that come to mind, Grant Stoltzfus, Chase Gwaltney would be right there. But attendance is a big factor. Turned over. Nice play by Jake. Jake. Missed it. Good job by the Timberwolves. Gavin Gitke really played Jake tough right there. Jaxon, Alex Weaver picked his pocket. Weaver with Musser in his face, puts on the brakes, got himself caught. And he doesn't like the call. That's going to be a travel. Folks, next Saturday, at this point, I am not sure if we're going to be live over at Garden Spot High School. So at the very worst case, we will upload all the videos later Saturday night. We are trying to work with their tech team to get live streaming to work, but the school has it shut down. Jaxon bounce pass underneath Zeiset. That's going to count and one. Let's take a look at that. And for the Timberwolves to have any chance at winning the whole championship, the big three are going to have an amazing day, but more importantly, the supporting cast are going to have a great day. That we haven't seen. Lincoln comes down with it. Gitke on Lincoln. Lincoln's going to pull from 20 feet. Heat back up 6, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first half. Coming up next, Ryan Doherty and Chick Coles. And Zimmerman, or Zook, a little. Well, they're going to call that out? Okay. They're going to call a foul on Zeiset. I believe it was a foul. Maybe that was off the ball, didn't see it. 2 minutes ago, first half, Jake for 3. No good. So chases it down. Good job, Bryant. He's going to pull the trigger for 3. That's off. And Zeiset comes down with it. Chapin on the bench. And Carl gets Hackenburg for a travel. Minute 40. Jake to Zook. Zook for 3. And that's good. Brian Zook. Coach Tyson loves to see that. They've only lost 1 game with Zook here. And like I said, they have never lost more than by 3 points. Underneath, Zeiset. Beautiful. Timberwolves answer right back, but they're still down 7. They've got to find a way to contain Jake Harting. Zimmerman. It's Bryant. Bryant got caught. He's going to throw it up, no good. Zeiset, Hackenburg. I think they're going to get Zook here. No, they're going to get Landon Zimmerman. Looks like Chapin. Chapin's going to come in for Musser, so the big three out there. 4 players on the bench for each team. Lincoln Harting resting. Zander Weaver ready to come in. There's Jaxon. Having a good first half. Swings it. Zeiset. Jake was right on it. Somehow ended up to Chapin. He missed. Zeiset the rebound, and he's going to go to the line. Good offensive rebounding. Going to get Zimmerman again, Landon. And it looks like Brayden Zimmerman. Zimmerman is into the game. Good shot by Zeiset. A lead now 6. Zeiset misses. And Hackenburg's under there. And a jump. A good job, Jaxon. The possession will go to the Heat, but Jaxon did a great job forcing a jump. Here's Jake. Jake. Gitke all over him. Zeiset. Mismatch on Brian Zimmerman. Swings it inside, Landon Zimmerman. Looking for Weaver. And they're going to get Landon Zimmerman on a 3-second violation. Thank you for joining me online, folks. Early Saturday morning, week 7, 2026 season coming to a close. Jaxon misses. Chapin the rebound. Got Jake in the air. Bounce pass to Zeiset. Excellent teamwork. Coach Good likes it. Cuts the lead to 4. 7 seconds. Gitke doing a great job containing Jake. Jake's just going to throw a wild one up at the buzzer, no good. After 1/2 of play, Heat up 4.
So here we are, last day of the year. I have some things to say. The biggest piece is Jesus changes us. And last year in August, randomly they found 2 blocked arteries at 90% and put 2 stents in my heart. And one of the things I thought was interesting was going through this. I mean, I'm kind of an outgoing guy, I guess, a little bit. And, you know, I'm trying to learn as much as I can. with running long distances and stuff like that. It's not just a fix quick. It's a process. But that's something God does physically, and he redoes things there. Whereas for our heart in Christ, it is a completely blank slate, brand new. And so the question really is that Jesus changes us from the inside out completely. The question is, have you let him, or will you let him? What's he asking you to drastically change in your life right now? And maybe that change is simply to come to your knees and say yes to him. Let me pray. Father God, thank you, as always, for this place, for who you are in our lives, for what you're doing. And I just ask, as we continue to go from here for the months and weeks and years to come, that we would seek you, and that we would see you wherever it is that you want us to be changed. God, thank you for changing our hearts, and thank you for living with us, for the joy of your salvation. In Jesus' name, amen.
It's loose, and that's it. We're going overtime. Here's Lapp to Byler. Wide open Lapp. He's going to pull for three, and he buries it. Jude Lapp, my goodness. Jude puts the nail in the coffin. Nicholas Roberts needs to hit both. He hits the first. Nicholas to tie it. Yes, he ties it. He ties it. Can you believe it, folks? 2 overtimes. Right now, it is a matter of who wants it more. Missed it. Sixers come down with it. Sorry about the camera, folks. I'm trying to watch it. Chase Gwaltney for three. And here he is, Chase. Inside, Roberts wide open. Gwaltney to Roberts. That might have sealed it, but you can't say it too early. Here's Fisher for three. Dawson Fisher! You can't ask for a closer game. So it's 42-40. Chase tried to end the game lobbing the ball in the air, but it hit the ceiling. And they're putting 1 second back on the clock, folks. Noel, it bounced, and they just lob it up. Off the rim, he just missed it. It hit the, I'm sorry, folks, it hit the front of the rim. Dawson Fisher to win it. It was right on target. Mara got it to Garner. Good luck, Emery Garner. The Cardinals desperately need a basket. Layla off the glass and in. Layla Pacheco. Savannah to inbound. Stolen Lacey, and she takes the lead. Are you kidding me? Congratulations, Cheryl Russell staying undefeated. All right, we're back here for the second half. Jeff Russell with Jeff Russell on the camera. Thank you, Noah, for volunteering. And we got a good one here, folks. Sorry about the feed. That was not a computer crash. That was me not plugging the computer power in, and it just ran out of battery. And miraculously, because the equipment is so good, we were able to save the feed. Thank you to the people who got us this new equipment. Alex Weaver missed. There's Damien. And Carl's going to call a foul. The Timberwolves hanging right there. And this is where they need to get their act together in the second half. Hasn't been kind to the Timberwolves. Damien right side blocked. And there's a three. That was Landon Hackenburg, no good. The big three are in there. Jake missed. Nice block by Chapin. Here's Lincoln for three. That's no good. And Timberwolves pick it up. Jaxon. Damien wide open for three. And he buries it, Damien Stoltzfus. Last year's regular season MVP of the boys' 5th and 6th league. Giving Coach Good some value here. And a 1-point Heat lead. Jake guarded by Hackenburg and turned over Zook. No, I'm sorry. Kept by Zook. Here's Alex Weaver. Alex. To Lincoln. Lincoln for three. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Good job, Landon Zimmerman. Jake along the baseline. Out to Alex Weaver. Fakes. Has Damien on him. Poked at by Jaxon. Over to Jake. Jake underneath. Jake looking for help. Ball is loose. Landon trying to hang on. He did. That gives Jake a shot at three. Missed. Had a good job, Landon. Landon to Damien. Jaxon. And they're going to get Jake reaching over the back of Zeiset. The big three are out there. Actually, there's 5 people on the bench for the Timberwolves, 4 for the Heat. Jaxon poked at by Jake. Turned over. Nice play, Jake. Alex. He misses. Jake kicks it out to his cousin, Lincoln. And Lincoln puts it in. Got a 3-point game here, folks. Jaxon underneath, missed the layup. Heat are fortunate there. And they will get the ball. All right, so Javon Fisher will come in, who has a 3 in this game. Timberwolves got a slew of people coming in here. Titus, Virkler, Micah Reed, and Musser. Coach Tyson and Coach Good both on their feet. There's Lincoln. Lincoln's going to pull the trigger. That's short. Might have been blocked. Zook came down with it. There's Jake for 3. No good. Zeiset comes down with it. Zeiset on the Bulls last year with Finn Hertzler. Musser right underneath. Bentley Musser. Coach Good loves production from his supporting cast. Lincoln, he's going to drive on Zeiset. Short. Chapin on the bench. Jake underneath, left open. Three-point Heat lead. Zeiset guarded by Jake. Swings it inside for Jaxon. Had a great look at it. Got his own rebound. Jaxon hit the side of the backboard. Got to go the other way. The second half struggles of the Timberwolves have got to stop. Landon Zimmerman looking for a foul, not going to get it. But they are going to call Jake Harting on a foul. Folks, I'm really amazed that the computer completely shut off and we saved the feed. All thanks to the new equipment. Thank you, Upward. It's been long awaited. There's Virkler right to Hackenburg. Jaxon missed another little one. These have got to start dropping. And they're going to get Titus Virkler here. Playing tenacious defense. I know Coach Good appreciates that. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to give your team a little lift. Brayden Zimmerman's going to come into the game. Brayden here with Tara. Tara from New Holland, Pennsylvania. Here he is. Got it to Jake. Jake going to take Zeiset on. And Jake wins that battle. Folks, we'll announce the regular season MVP results next week during Championship Saturday. Here's Musser. Bentley back it in Weaver. And Zander. Landon tipped it. Zimmerman to Zimmerman. Here's Brayden. Out it to Jake. Jake's going to pull the trigger. That's off the glass, in and out. Jaxon has it. Jaxon, good job by Zander, holding off Jaxon. And look at Zander Weaver go. Give it value. That's all the coaches ask for from the supporting cast. Zander right underneath, missed it. That was up and tipped. I think it was Landon Zimmerman. Did not see who tipped it. Well, we got a 7-point Heat lead. Timberwolves need to make these little shots. Here's Jaxon, another miss, 5 feet. Got his own rebound, came right to him, missed again. Underneath at the buzzer. A foul is called at the buzzer. Let's stay right here. So, see what Fidel says here. So they're calling Landon Zimmerman at the buzzer. And Landon, he's racking up the fouls. Zeiset makes the first. Misses the second. So after 3 quarters of play, Timberwolves down 6.
Pilate said to them, "What shall I do with Jesus who is called Christ?" Get ready to close. Pilate asked the most important question in human history. What shall I do with Jesus who is called Christ? Every human being has to answer that question. You will answer that question in this life, or you will answer it in the life to come. It does not matter if you're Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, atheist, agnostic. No one escapes that question. What will you do with Christ? Watch, you got to answer it. Why? Because of what he claimed. He claimed to be the Son of God. He claimed.
All right, we're back here for the 4th and final quarter of Jake and Lincoln Harting here at CFC. Career coming to an end. Jake misses. Unless we go to 10th grade in the boys' league, would be absolutely wonderful. And what's wonderful is Derek Zeiset just cuts the lead to 4. And Coach Good, he's got to be happy right now. He's right in this game. And a Jaxon Hackenburg. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Jaxon. That's the wrong team. My apologies, folks. Not sure who hit that last one. Running everything back here by myself. Here's Zook underneath. Good bounce pass. Lincoln, short. Zeiset the rebound. Zeiset's going to take it. Jake is back there. Feeds it over for Jaxon. Trouble saving it. Jake is right on it. Looking like his older brother Kai out there. Jake Harting. Coach Good saw enough. We got a timeout. We'll be back.
This is all about our country right now. I love the USA. I love my teammates. It's unbelievable. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong. And we have so much support from ex-players. I'm so proud to be American today.
Was feeling around my mouth and I was just disappointed.
States with numbers. Back across it comes. The golden goal for the United States! For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold!
All right, we're back here. 4:30 left to go in this one. Musser misses. Here's Jake. He's going to go to the line. So if we look at the 9th graders for this game, who may not be back here ever again as an upward player, Jaxon Hackenburg, Jack Chapin, Zeiset, the big three are all 9th graders. Jake hits the free throw. Of course, both Hartings. And they are the only, nope, Jake and Landon Zimmerman also 9th grade. Could be their final game at CFC. Jake misses the second. Here's Jaxon. Heat starting to pull away in this one. And Coach Good right now is just trying to figure things out. This has not been a fun season. 1 win. And they're going to get Landon Zimmerman camping out in the lane. Coach Tyson not happy with that. Jaxon to Gitke. Got by one Harting, but not the next. Here's Lincoln. Lincoln's going to drive. Hammered by Chapin. Chapin here with his mother, Jennifer, from New Holland, Pennsylvania. And the Hartings have had a quite extensive career. I remember Lincoln way back. Played for Ryan Bowman's sons, 4th grade. Him and Jake, both on that team. They always did battle with Robbie Jacobs' Heat. Xavier Clemson. Chase Gwaltney on the Heat team. 4th grade, early in the video taping days. And here we go. Still got business to do. Damien has the lane all to himself. Not sure what happened there. Looked like he had a clear shot. Here's Lincoln. Underhanded off the glass. Nicely done, Lincoln. Coach Tyson liking what he sees. Jaxon on Jake, got it to Gitke. And the travel slayer says no, Gavin. Not sure how that was a travel if he was dribbling. So an 11-point Heat lead. Thank you folks online for bearing with the little technical difficulty. Never plugged in the computer cord. And Zimmerman plugs in a 2-pointer. And Coach Good. Going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. Folks, if you're not aware, so this is the Stream with Purpose booth. And we are trying to do one of the things I'd like to do with Stream with Purpose is to get free basketball clinics for upward players who want to get better over the summer. Right now, there's really nothing in place where the boys and girls have a place to go. So we're trying to get some businesses to get some donations, and we can try to have multiple free camps and have all the boys and girls work on their game, those that are serious about it. So if you're interested, head over to streamwithpurpose.net. You can see the website URL in the bottom right corner. And in the top left corner of the webpage, you will see the advertisement for it. Just shoot us an email, info@streamwithpurpose.net. Let us know that it's something you're interested in and your kids would participate in. And the more interest we get, the more businesses will donate, and we can get a gym. I would love to do multiple throughout the summer. Have kids increase their skills. All skill levels will be addressed. Here's Damien. Missed it. Lincoln having trouble with the Timberwolves press. They're going to have to press fast. Jaxon on Jake. Got it to Lincoln. Lincoln with Damien in his face. That's short. And Jaxon comes down with it, wasting no time. Jaxon off the glass, missed. Looking for a foul. Not going to get it. And Lincoln's going to draw the foul here on Landon Hackenburg. Coming up next, Sixers and Celtics. Ought to be a good one. TJ Fox, Chase Gwaltney. Jake got it to Fisher, and Heat are going to call time. We'll be back.
While shooting, do you watch the ball or rim?
I look at the rim, obviously, and then once I release it, I look at the ball for half a second, and then I look back at the rim the rest of the way.
That's a good question. I watch the ball here because the rim not moving, the ball moving, so I watch the ball.
I was taught to watch the rim, but I watched some replays back slowly, and I watch the ball most of the time.
The rim.
Folks online, if you can let me know, are you hearing the audio? I'm not getting it. Please let me know out there if you're getting any audio. So, and that's going to be a jump. Here's Damien. Got it to Jaxon. Jaxon, right baseline, off the glass. That's good. Minute 45 left to go. And we are frozen. Good job by Lincoln. Lincoln misses the second. Here's Jaxon. To Damien. Damien Stoltzfus. They're going to go the other way. So the Heat are going to end the regular season at 4-3.
This is the fourth quarter?
Yes. Underneath Zeiset, he'll go to the line.
This could be the comeback.
Zeiset gets it. So folks, join us next Saturday. I don't know if we're going to be live at this moment. We will upload the games later tonight. Zeiset makes another. 42-34. Timberwolves still have time. They caught a break right there. Making a late run of it. Chapin. Got it to Landon. Jaxon with Jake right in his face. There's Damien. That's for three. Damien Stoltzfus. A huge three. That's his second. Lincoln. They need the ball back. This is going to be on the floor. They must not be in the bonus. So a 5-point game with 1:02 left. The Timberwolves making a late charge here. And I believe they are in the bonus. And they just entered the bonus. So the new equipment survived a computer outage and a freeze. Big shot by Lincoln. Amazing, we didn't have to create another feed. Lincoln, and that might have done it. Timberwolves need threes. They need them really fast. Damien for another three. No good. Jaxon a rebound, and they're going to call Jake here. (44-37). Jaxon to the line. Jaxon misses the first. Jaxon misses both. Underneath, I think that's Zeiset. And somehow Jake comes down with it. Incredible. Landon ahead. Lincoln, 40 seconds. And we got a timeout. And we'll be back.
I don't care if you sick. I don't care what you're going through. If you not dead, he ain't through with you yet. As long as you waking up, you still in the game. As long as you alive, you can still make it happen.
You're tired? Great. Get to work. You're heartbroken? Great. Get to work. Because if you can show up to work every single day despite of what you're going through, you're going to develop an unstoppable version of yourself.
So we're back for the final 38 seconds of Jake, Lincoln, Harting, the big three, their final games here at CFC as Upward players. There's Jake. He'll be fouled, and we will announce the regular season MVP next week. Will not be today. But it will be down to Jake or Dawson Fisher. Dawson coming up later today at 11 a.m. Eastern. And Jake had a pretty good showing here. He is going to get player of the game. Solo. Jake missed it. 30 seconds left in this one. Jake a steal. And to finish it, he does. "17 seconds. Damien thought about three. Landon will pull the trigger for three. No good. 10 seconds left. And Lincoln's final basket at CFC right there at the buzzer. Your final, 48-37. Congratulations, Coach Tyson and the Heat. Player of the game, Jake Harting.